craft drawing of those students as a group, and then decorate of installation, painting, and this kind of thing. And they line up with over 13 secondary schools in Hong Kong. And we construct the identity for this project. And the client is actually Jockey Club. So this logo should be approved to Jockey Club, approved by Jockey Club, because we have to be considered the Jockey Club brand element. So the Jockey Club in Hong Kong is the biggest one, and the prominent brand element is the blue color, right? The blue and yellow, and that's why we keep the Jockey Club blue as a kind of concept of neighborhood concept of those two houses as a neighborhood, because community related to not just one people, but it's a kind of group people, as we put it as a neighborhood concept. That's why we propose to make it like two simply house shaped. And this is the idea. We call it inside the house as a community. We call this kind of thing is a location because they have multiple locations in the festival. There are 4 locations which happened in this year May. And we construct the logo, which is they will permanently use this project because they will run twice a year for this festival. And we have to build from the logo to the whole identity. So the idea is so simple, from community to different location, we made the kind of abstract house shape. And we know that every year they will choose 3 to 5 locations in Hong Kong as the art happening. And that's why we call it like multiple venues and as a community art concept. And for sure, we defined Jockey Club color as a primary logo, as also echo with the blue color as well. And we chose the secondary color as an option. And that's why finally the logo is parallel. Okay? And Jockey Club people like it very much because they think it's easy to understand and also very target driven because it's target primary in the high school. And we also have the options. And they have 4 locations. From very mass area like Tuen Mun Park, Pok Fu Lam Village in Hong Kong Zai Lam Kui, and Lok Fu Plaza, and also Central Oasis. So this location, they will happen all the artwork here, and we construct the magazine kind of flyer. So you will see this is all the turbo logo from the government. 市建局、康文署領會. So all these designs should be approved by these crazy people. For sure, and that's why we have a huge argument, and also Nam Kui區議會. So if you know the real-time Hong Kong situation, there are a lot of argument for this. So we need the logo bigger than the other, or kind of this structure. And we just control, okay, we control as a bottom level, as a supporting, and then we put the Jockey Club as the biggest, of course. But they see this design, they also like it very much, and that's why they compromise to make it equal, because we are echoing this color, basically, from this kind of a color scheme. So that's why they are okay over that. And finally, we construct even the map as a same graphic language using the same color. And you can see even the tiny details of the house shape, we put it on number. And we made a simple flyer using one color, blue, the Jockey Club blue, print on different fluorescent paper to distribute on all the high schools. So each venue, you can take this flyer inside the venue. So this is the real shot of the environment. So Tuen Mun Park, we made a very interesting backdrop. So the officiating people can put this block into it to make it a community concept. So this is an officiating ceremony. So we have a construct a very eye-catching banner as well. We work with the team, we built the client to construct all the signage as well. So they made the production, we gave the design themselves. But it's interesting to see how the house could be extended from vertical to even for the ground or the horizontal from different space. And this is the artwork displayed in the Tuen Mun Park by the local community artists. And even though the house shape could become a signage, indicate that you do not touch the artwork or this kind of etc. But even though the house could become an arrow as an indication for the signage. So it's so clear and it's so simple, but the festival was quite successful because they get a lot of attention from the local community people as well. And we made a lot of backdrop inside the park area. So you could see, because this color is more like a vibrant, because the target is not like old people, so it's more like young kids, so that they could enjoy the happenings. And the second venue is Pok Fu Lam Village. Pok Fu Lam Village is a very old village and also very beautiful village in South Hong Kong Island, near Aberdeen. and Wangzhou, and they work with the village to construct one of the venues. So because they want to put the art content inside the venue, and I think this is quite good. And that's why we made a huge kind of eye-catching backdrop just next to the restaurant, just next to the general store. But this is very typical Hong Kong. But in the front, you can see this is a main entrance of the exhibitions. So next to it would be Cha San Tan Zhao Lou. But I like the idea how to make this contrast typography in Chinese to this kind of vibrant community design and in the old village. And also, we know this very typical tipping of how we made the banner in front of this material. And we decorate also the whole village in using our color scheme. So it became a very, very contrasting design from the kind of concept. So the last project was since 2006, we work with Microwave. As we spoke, it's just a new media art festival. We continuously made 8 years of all the festival graphics. So I just show you the overview because it's nearly the time. So this is the previous identity for Microwave. So it's the same that Microwave is a new media art, but this kind of sense is they lose their identity every year. So each time they just ask one designer to do something they like, but it's a kind of lacking a consistent identity. So we moved to the new branding in 2006. We moved to the theme. Actually, they have a very good theme every year. Actually, it was the exhibition was in City Hall. We construct a new logo. So you could see, if you see that side or that side, you will see this logo could be a kind of not vertical line. Actually, it's the vertical line, but it's a kind of optical illusion. And we think that new media art could be a moving concept, and also they could be more into different perspective. And that's why we made an M as a Microwave logo. But we made 3 versions. One is the generic version, one is the outline version, and one is the different color mixed version. So they could use, they could move. And they liked it, the idea very much. And then at that time, 2006, we made a very strong identity for the first festival, for including poster, flyer, name card, catalog. And also for the inside page, you will see we used the branding as well. And this is the first MTR light box that I did after I came back from Europe in 2006. And they like it very much, and the students, the helper, they really enjoyed the show. That's why we also gave the souvenir. 2007, we followed the same color, same concept. We changed the color. We followed the same identity, called Luminous Echo. And we invite some musician, artists to make some kind of art piece. We package it on a Microwave branding. And you will see this is kind of projection moving image. And since 2008, they have a different curatorial theme. So we gave up the design of the previous, but we changed differently based on the different theme. So this is a transient creatures. It's a kind of relate to biotechnology art, which is quite a difficult I mean, it's not an easy theme, but it's kind of, we need to make it easy understandable. And that's why relate to we create a series of creature style, even though the typeface. And finally, we deliver a series of creatures, black and white color, for those very old style element from like a dinosaur style, and also a strange pig, and also with different creatures. But we make it into a virtual world because all the artwork will be a new media exhibit. So that's why they always use technology to create the artwork. And we want the public community to know this is not a traditional artwork, it's more like new media. That's why we need to project this feeling. We create total 12 pieces of creatures as a visual system. And finally, we made an interesting video. We work with a computer animation company to make with a virtual reality kind of virtual concept. It's a kind of evolving scape. And finally, we work with this as an opening backdrop. But people think that this is the artwork already. So you see all the creatures, they morph with each other one by one. So we display this artwork in the front venue of the city hall. They just rotate things like this. So people think that this is the artwork already, but it's the main eye-catching artwork for So you can see how we work as a graphic as into a 3D world, into animation. And finally you can see we adapt into poster, into the publication we did, into the projections on the wall. And 2009 followed the same concept using nature transformer. We think the exhibition is a human as a nature to destroy all the nature as a criminal. So we create a kind of insect creatures, follow the same rules, but putting criminal numbers on top of it. So each insect is a kind of nature transformer. They destroyed ourselves. So we predict the human being as the original criminal to destroy ourselves. But it's good that we adapt this idea into different design. And 2010 is Greenacadia, about screen culture. So digital device, iPad, iPhone, all the things you can see. Yes? So 2011 Academy is about lab. I just show because it's times already. Yep, sure. Thank you very much.
Okay, well, hopefully this has inspired you. This is the biggest clap I've ever heard. But we'll see you guys on Saturday, and hopefully this will inspire you to think about what you can develop in terms of contents and books for your next project. Okay?
Yeah, thank you. Oh, perfect.